much. I'll shut up and let you.
The topic this month is Peace Infinitely, pie.
Yes.
And it may be a pie in the sky idea.
I like that.
Yeah.
It is, it's written that peace is every step. And that peace, that's right. And that peace begins from within. Peace infinitely. Hogwash. Hogwash. Have you seen what's on TV? Do you listen to the radio? Do you read the newspaper?
No.
If you do, you can come to no other conclusion. That peace infinitely is a pie in the sky idea. There's so much hatred. There's so much fear and envy, jealousy, greed. We are spiritual beings who have been on this journey, this human journey, for hundreds of thousands of years. We've gotten really, really, really good at killing people. We see it every day in the newspapers. We see it every day on TV. We see it every day, or we hear it every day when we turn on the radio. We celebrate violence. We celebrate confrontation. There's two boxers that are going to have a big boxing match coming up. Each one of them will make over $100 million for that fight. $100 million. We celebrate our combatants and sometimes disregard pacifists. Can you imagine in this day and age someone running for president who says he's a conscientious objector? It'd be tough. It'd be run through the ringer. I had enough of it some time back. I would join Linda, and no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to subscribe to the newspaper. We're not watching television. It's been 5 or 6 years ago since we said no to TV and turned off the TV. There's not a TV in the house. I know that as a spiritual being, I make choices every day on what I'm going to expose myself to. And I just choose not to expose myself to that. And I've got friends, I've got close friends who I spend a lot of time with who say, Tim, you're just burying your head in the sand. It's not real. You're just ignoring it. Your head's in the sand. And I thought about that some, and I want to tweak that just a little bit. Because maybe my friends are burying their head in the mud. Maybe they're choosing not to see the beauty that's out there. Maybe they're choosing not to see the joy and the generosity and the kindness of people. Those are choices we make every day. They're choices that in every step we make. We can decide the path that we want to walk down. We all have those seeds. We have the seeds of fear and anger and jealousy and greed, but we also have the seeds within us of compassion and joy and love and peace. What we expose ourselves to on a daily basis, those are the seeds that we are nourishing. If we stick our heads in the mud every day, all of those negative things are going to flourish. If we choose to see the joy and the peace and the comfort and the generosity that's out in the world, that's what will flourish in our life. Over the last couple of days, I was listening to the radio. I'm thinking, okay, there's got to be some examples of these good things that I hear on the radio. And there was a story on the radio that some U.S. war vets from the Second World War, either themselves or their families, are now returning Japanese souvenirs from the Second World War. They're returning them to Japanese families who are now our allies and not our enemies. And some of those, I guess when a Japanese soldier went off to war, he was given a ceremonial flag, that there were well wishes from his family and friends. And this would be one of the things that he would take with him into battle. And That was also a prize souvenir, a war souvenir that some veterans from the U.S. brought back. Well, they're now reaching out to those families and returning those. And in many cases, it's children or grandchildren that this is closure from someone that they lost in war. There was another story that I saw that I was listening to about a program called StoryCorps. It's a project that was set up to just record simple interviews between two people, and then they're archived in the Smithsonian someplace. They've now done 100,000 of these interviews, all throughout the entire 50 states in 80 different languages. And these stories of, there was one story about a woman who met the man, the boy, grown boy, who had killed her son in a gang war. And they were interviewing each other. And she was saying that through him she was going to see her son graduate from college. And she was going to see her son get married. There's those kind of stories out there every day. Many, many more of them. But we're just not exposed to them. We have the ability, as Spirit has the ability to create things infinitely, we have the ability to create our own universe in this finite being. And we make those choices every day. So peace is truly every step. And peace does begin within, but it doesn't end there. And so it is.